Welcome back to DevOps with Dami. In today's video, we'll explore how to securely link secrets from Azure Key Vault as pipeline variables in Azure DevOps. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay up to date on tutorials like this one. In this tutorial, I'll walk us through two approaches. The first one is using pipeline variable groups, and the second one is securely linking secrets from Azure Key Vault. By the end, you'll understand how to safeguard sensitive data and reuse variables across multiple pipelines. When working with Azure DevOps, there are countless options and configurations available to tailor the service to the exact needs of your organization. As pipeline managers, a key responsibility is to avoid spilling the beans, ensuring that no sensitive data like connection strings, secrets, or API keys are accidentally exposed. Many organizations prefer to store all sensitive information, including keys and secrets, exclusively in Azure Key Vault, prioritizing security and centralized management over alternative methods. Variable groups are a great way to reuse variables across pipelines, but for enhanced security and compliance, Azure Key Vault offers centralized secret management with advanced features like key rotations or granular access controls. In my own opinion, I would say it's not just a preference, but often best practice for organizations to keep everything related to keys, secrets, or connection strings in Key Vault rather than spreading them across different platforms. In this demo, I'll walk us through how to use variable groups by running the pipeline and checking the logs for maxed values. Then we'll link Azure Key Vault secrets and rerun the pipeline. Watch how the secrets are securely injected as variables. This approach highlights the importance of secret management, ensuring your pipeline remains both reliable and safe from potential leaks. Let's head over to Azure Portal to create our Key Vault. If you don't have an Azure, you can easily log into Azure, create an account, and I'm sure I think there should still be ways where you can create your Azure account with subscriptions where you can, I think you should be able to get up to like $100 or $200 free subscription. So for me, I currently have subscription where I use for my labs and a couple of other things. So let's head over to Key Vault. I'm going to be creating the Key Vault, which we're going to be linking with the pipeline. So I'll create a new resource group for this. And then I'm going to be naming the Key Vault DevOps with Dami Key. I'm going to be using UK South, UK West. All right, I think that's pretty much what we need to configure here. Let's proceed to create our Key Vault. All right, so I'm going to hit the create button now, and then the deployments begin to run. All right, so guys, the deployment is now in progress. We're just going to give it a few seconds for the deployment to complete. So I'm going to pause this video, and then I'll be back as soon as the deployment is completed. Okay guys, as we can see now, the deployment is successfully done. So let's go into the resource. Now we're in the Key Vault, which I just created. So let's check it to confirm that we don't have any items here. So right now, I currently do not have access to any of the objects. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be assigning policy, right? So we just head over to access configuration, select vault policy, go to access policy. I think we need to create save first. Yeah, so we apply this configuration, and then we can head over to access policies. Let's refresh the page one more time. All right, so I'm going to be creating I'm going to be granting permission to my account just for a test. I'm eventually going to be deleting this Key Vault, so I'm going to be assigning policy to all of this, but for the purpose of this video, this is actually all we need here, not the entire permission for certificates or key vault or the keys. So I'll hit next, search for my account. Okay, this is my account here. I'll click next, and create. All right, so guys, as you can see now, I have granted keys, secrets, and certificates permission to my account. So let's head over to object and see if we can access. All right, so guys, as you can see, we can access the keys now, but we currently do not have any keys or secrets or certificates. So let's create a secret here, which we're going to be linking to our Azure DevOps pipeline. So for the secret name, we're going to be giving it, let's say, password. And then let's say the value is password 123. Let's create another secret. Let's call it DB pass. Let's call it DB pass. And then the value should be DB password 123 $. All right, let's create that. All right, so let's check if the secrets are actually successfully created with the values. As you can see here, this is the DB password which we just created. And then let's go over to check the password. Let's confirm its value. All right, so that's the value. So we have now successfully created the key vault and the keys in the secrets which we're going to be linking with the DevOps, right? So let's head over to Azure DevOps. I'm going to be using DevOps Made Simple with Dummy projects. So for here, we're going to head over to libraries. So for the purpose of this video, right, we're going to be running two tests like I earlier mentioned. We're going to be testing the secrets, the variables in the default variable feature in the pipeline, and then we're going to run a pipeline to test it, and then we're also going to be testing with the key vault. So I already have this variable group here called DevOps with Dummy VG, which means DevOps with Dummy variable group, right? And then for this one, we're going to be creating new variables here. So let's call it DB passwords, or let's call it DB key, and then let's give it a value. Let's create another one. This is going to be DB connection string. Let's call the value DB connection string 123 $. So I'm going to save this now. All right, so let's head over to pipelines. Let's create a new pipeline for this. All right, so let's create a new pipeline. Startup pipeline. All right, so we're just going to take the entire thing out. We're going to be writing our pipeline from scratch. It's just going to be a very simple pipeline. So we don't really, we're not going to be spending much time building this. So first thing first, we're going to be specifying the trigger, and then we're going to be specifying none, since we're not pushing any code to any main or showcasing any branching strategy or anything like that. So the next thing, we're going to be specifying the variables. For this, it's just gonna be, excuse me, group. And then if I recall, guys, the variable group is DevOps with Dummy VG. So we're gonna put that here. Oh no, let's copy that and let's paste that here. Okay. So the next thing is going to be the pool. The pool, I think we should have VM image here. Ubuntu latest. And then the next thing we're going to be specifying is the steps. And here, guys, so this is at this point we're going to be needing the help of Azure Pipeline, task and pipeline assistant here. So we could just head over to this top right corner of this pipeline screen and then click on this button here. So here we can just type bash in order to pop up the bash task, specify what we would like to, how we're going to be testing it, the commands or the commands we're going to be running on the virtual machine, on the Ubuntu latest virtual machine. So we're going to be specifying inline scripts, and then here let's just write let's say something like echo the password is, and then here we can specify the variables which we created in the library previously. Let's check what that is. Okay, so this is db key. So here let's put $ bracket db key. Let's create one more, guys. Then what's the second variable here? db connection string. So let's add db connection string here. Oh guys, I think I made a mistake here. So let's just copy that again. And then let's replace this here. Okay, so now we're good, and then we can click on add. So our task is successfully added. So let's save it. Okay guys, so now we do not have any run existing in this pipeline. So let's click it to execute our first pipeline run. Let's click this. So the pipeline is running. Let's check it out. Let's check the logs. Here we just have to grant it permission because we're running it for the first time. So okay, it started. So guys, as we can see here, the bash task actually ran successfully. So as we can see here, the password is this, and then the password is this. So this is literally, calling the values of these variables which we specified here. But here we can see that the values are actually, in plain text, right? In order for us to actually make it an actual secret, all we just have to do is come here, click this padlock icon. So we're going to be testing now by running the pipeline the second time. Let's run new run. Okay, it's running. Let's give it a bit of a second. Okay guys, let's check it again. As we can see here, it actually has this masked. Why isn't this also masked? Let's check that real quick. Let's check that real quick, guys. Oh, sorry, I actually masked the wrong one. So let's also click the button here, save it, and then run it again, just to confirm that both values are actually secrets and not just plain text. Okay guys, let's check it. Okay, so as we can see here, both values are now completely ciphered, right? unlike the first pipeline, which was actually showing the variable values as plain text. So guys, that's pretty much how we create the pipeline and then reference the variable in the pipeline library. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be linking our key vaults, which is this one here. We're going to be linking this key vaults into this pipeline library, and then we're going to be referencing the secrets which we earlier created, which is the DB pass and this actual password here. So let's dig into that real quick. All right, so here we're going to be selecting our service connection. So I actually already created the service connection before recording this video. So I'm going to be selecting this. This is literally the subscription where I have the key vault created. And then here, let's select the key vault, which is this one. Let's hit authorize. All right, so this is completely set up, and then authorization was successful. So let's add a secret. So you can see, guys, instead of us manually adding the secret like we earlier did, right, it is actually asking us to pick secrets from the existing key vault which we just linked. So we're going to be adding these two secrets. All right, so in order for us to call these secrets from our pipeline, right, we're just gonna copy this and copy this into, let's save that real quick. We're gonna copy both into our pipeline. Let's head over to the pipeline. Let's edit the pipeline. Then let's replace both values here. I think the other one is password. Let's confirm that. Password. Okay, let's replace that just to be sure. All right, cool. So let's click validate and save, and let's run the pipeline. Okay, so now the pipeline is running. Let's give it a few seconds to run the bash task. Okay, so guys, now we can see the pipeline ran successfully, and then we can see our keys from the key vault is actually, our secrets from the key vault is actually being successfully referenced here. As you can see here, automatically it is completely showing in ciphertext, and this is because by default key vault secrets are completely encrypted, are already in mask value. So that's the reason why we never had to click a specific button or click an icon or a padlock to ensure that it's converting from plain text into ciphertext. So that brings us to the end of today's tutorial. We explored how to use pipeline variable groups and link Azure Key Vault secrets to Azure DevOps pipeline. So remember, using variables can simplify your pipeline setup, while Azure Key Vault ensures robust security and scalability for managing your secret. So guys, if you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and then share with others in your DevOps communities. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video where we'll tackle more exciting DevOps topics. Bye for now.